I'd add, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous facility. We're unique in two ways, I think. Rocket Homes for Heroes has no paid employees. We have hardworking board of directors with 7 men, 9 women, and 7 of the 9 are veterans. One of them a female, and we do contract with Loeb House, another nonprofit, to do our administrative work, and it's a small amount per year, in my opinion. They collect the rent, pay the bills, get insurance for us. The contract with the grass cutting and the snow removal, they provide social work to these individuals. They all have problems. You're not homeless because you don't have a problem.
Thank you for your support.
Also provide transportation to doctor's office. You know, we have problems with some of the residents. We have some problems with some of the construction that has been completed, but we have a hard-working, committed board supplemented by great volunteers.
Thanks.
With skills.
So I stopped at a couple dealerships already. I'm going to one more. The dealer I bought my original.
Have to hire out for other things, but we don't have the expertise in through Loeb House. They get a contract.
Sorry, I'm getting messages. I'm reading them.
By government.
Dealer I bought it from. They don't have any more Mavericks right now. They have a Tremor one, which is $50K. But I'm gonna go look at a couple other. But he's shopping around some of the other dealerships.
And also make it suitable so that it can be right in a residential area. When I say high-end homes, I'm talking 800, 900.
Sorry, I'm reading messages that are popping up.
Nearby, and that is very, very unique. You're not going to find that anywhere. So, I just can't tell you how enthused the folks that work with our organization.
So, and I'm also waiting for Texas Roadhouse to open. They don't open until 3 o'clock around here. Get one of their free meals.
You're a Vietnam veteran. You know what happened after that when a lot of guys came home. It seemed like
yeah. I mean, I'm already pre-approved for a new loan, so and plus they total it. So they're going to pay off that loan. The insurance company's going to pay off that loan. So, and I only have this rental until next Monday. So I can try to get in something this week.
I've been talking about this. We have 3 different charities that we're dealing with that deal with housing.
I also heard that they have some free stuff here at Sheets. So I'm checking that out right now.
That somebody could serve our country and not have a roof over their head and not have a place to raise their children. I mean, it's already enough of a struggle for a lot of veterans to reintegrate and to raise a family, to go through the stress of not having a roof over your child's head.
Which one of these has a car wash?
It's completely awful.
Yeah, absolutely. And the military, really is, to me, for everyone, is a unique experience that can cause some harm.
Yeah, it's fine to car wash.
Because it's not only the men and women that are in combat, it's also you're taken away from.
There's not any around here that have a car wash.
From your family, you're out on your own, and it's completely different from anything else that you've experienced. And some do not react to this very well. And I've seen it. When I was on active duty, way back then, 67 to 69.
Hey, friends in code.
Again, unbelievable. You're 81 years old. You should be hanging out on a beach someplace, but here you are.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, everybody, please hop over to Rumble. I need the watch time there. I'm doing pretty well. I'm pretty sure I got those ad reads approved. Let me double check.
Do you have any stories you want to tell us? Because that's the thing about
only one of them got approved.
When we ask somebody,
I'd like to mention
only one of them got approved.
Premier success story.
Okay, I'll do more.
That's weird. Units that were opened in 2013, where an individual that was living out of a car, trying to go to community college, really didn't have any place to live.
Oh,
and the Veteran Services Agency
let me
got in contact with us when we were opening
turn on the chat so you guys can see it.
Great for a number of years.
Each other's chat.
And now,
man.
yeah, I can't give you his name.
That's fine.
Not appropriate.
But
the guy is married, has 2 kids, has a house, has a dog, and leading a normal life. And that doesn't happen all the time. We got people that that can live in a facility like this. Remember, if they have issues that are beyond this, where they need supervision, or there's substance abuse problems that are out of control, or behavior problems, then they can't live in an apartment like this. But they do get assistance from Old House, the doctor's appointment.
oh, one of the dealerships is calling me. Hello.
Hey, Norm, Dennis, Steve Rogers.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I found one they said I can have. It's pretty much identical to the one you had.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference, this one has that Ford Copilot 360, which gives you the rear park sensors, the blitz where your mirrors light up, lane keep and all that. And it has a keyless entry keypad on the side.
Yeah.
First aid kit, which you probably don't care about, roadside assistance kit, and an engine block heater. This one's stickers for $33,690, and yours was $32,600, so it's about $1,000 more. Yours had all-weather mats and that bed mat. This does not have those in it, but we can order those if you wanted them again.
Yeah, I might be able to run out to where it's at before it gets towed off and grab them out of there.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
I already got the plate off, but yeah, that's all that. But yeah, where's this at? How long would it take to get it?
I got it. Hang on. Says it's about 100 miles away, Elyria Ford. So I'll probably send my guys. If you're good with that, I'll send my guys tomorrow to go get it, and then it'll be ready Thursday.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll get it coming. Thanks, Norm.
Hey, wait. Is it just front wheel drive or all wheel drive?
Front.
Okay.
Just like what you got.
All right.
Yep.
All right, that's fine.
Cool. All right, I'll get it coming. Enjoy your meal today.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Norm. Bye.
Got a replacement.
And the community's been great. They donate.
All right, so let me run out to the dealership real quick where it's sitting up this. By the time I'm done doing this, the Texas Roadhouse will be open. And I'll get those floor mats out of there and shit.
I say it every year. This is the most important thing.
Let me turn this camera on before I get going. It's easier to do when I'm not driving.
Proud to do it.
I shouldn't be doing it when I'm driving that much anyway.
This is it's amazing work that you guys are doing. Tom Maselli, President Chairman
All right.
of Home for Heroes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's the good deal. That's the dealer that I bought it from originally. Those things are so hot right now. The only one they have left is the Tremor version, which is like $50,000.
Bring up my numbers here.
So
$356,250.11. 5,432 shirts.
Yeah, I pretty much have everything except for the floor mats. So I didn't think about grabbing those, but I'll go get them. That's where we're heading.
All you have to do, if you want to participate, you can.
Rondy's Ford, Toledo on Secor.
It's Operation Close Air Support is the landing page. There you pick men's or women's shirts. You pick your size, and then there's a drop-down menu for Heroes Hill, Horses.
I don't know if there's
Purple Hearts, Stop Soldier Suicide.
I don't know if I can grab the mat for the bed.
Earlier, Veterans Community Housing Coalition.
But we'll see.
Wishes for Warriors and Rockland Home for Heroes. There's also, you can leave it to us to pick for you, or split your donation equally amongst all charities. That's the largest so far. So all the metrics are there. All the data is there on BillCalvajourney.com if you want to see where all the money is going. We're going to have an open segment, so we're going to bring a round robin of the charities back for the next segment. Look, cooking Thanksgiving is high stakes. It feels like one dried out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
That's why I do love my Chef IQ Sense. This wireless cooking thermometer takes the guesswork out of holiday cooking. The USDA says turkey's got to hit 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And look, your eyes.
Let me make sure it's even out there before I get down there, though.
Hit that perfect temp
check the locator on it real quick.
Roasting, grilling, pan-searing, even smoking the turkey, it's got you covered. It's so easy. You just insert the sensor, tell the app what you want. Sit back and relax. Chef IQ Sense tells you when
still there.
Taking off the heat and how long to let it rest. It's like having a personal chef watching the stove so you can hang out with your guests. No more heat, no more dried out turkey, just perfectly cooked meals every time, and it works for steaks, chicken, fish, or whatever you're cooking. Plus, it's the ultimate gift, perfect for seasoned cooks and kitchen rookies. Now get 30% off site-wide with code WILLCOUNT.
So how's everybody else's day going? How's your day going, XZ? If I see if you're still in.
Hey everyone, it's me, Megan Kelly. I've got some exciting news. I now have my very own channel on Sirius XM.
Friends, I don't know if you're a vet, but if you are, thank you for your service, brother.
Unfiltered, with no agenda, and no apologies. Along with the Megan Kelly Show, you're going to hear from people like Mark Halperin.
Oh yeah, they do. For sure they do. Yeah, I'll double check everything. I pretty much got everything last time I went there, but definitely want to grab this if I can get it.
Heat Holders makes the warmest thermal socks, 7 times warmer than cotton socks. Independent lab tests prove this. They're my go-to every winter. They make perfect gifts for friends and family too. And here's the best kept secret. That same proven warmth is also in their hats, gloves, base layers, pajamas, and
I gotta call somebody from work.
vests. I absolutely love their base layers. Just like their...
Hey, bud.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, basically it's the same. It goes to the Philippines.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I mean, I heard rumors that it's going to Nick, and it's going to our team, and I just...
No. Nick's out of the loop. I mean, no. Yeah, no, Nick's...
I mean, I didn't care either way. I just...
Well, I mean, he's part of the call center. He's part of the call center group. All the BD people are, but where they're seeing things because if they started the interaction and stuff, so they get credit for it. They just want to see the follow up and stuff. But I just saw the messages coming in. They were asking who was on during the day, or the call center was asking Josh and me who was on during the day. Josh answered them. So I said, well, everybody except for who's on call usually. So
yeah, no, it wasn't even about that. I just wish Josh would have gave them my recorded line number instead of my personal cell phone. But
no, he gave you the wrong number.
Yeah, he gave him the 734 number.
Well, did you just tell them? Just tell them what's the proper number to call next time. That way, it might deter them from using it.
Yeah, I will. That's a good idea. I'll let them know. Well, they didn't even call. That's why. I think my rep ended up getting to it before I even.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I just was curious, and then it just got me wondering, like, how is this working during the day with Jamie and the call center? So
yeah, it's the same as whoever's on call. It's supposed to roll over to there. Generally, I mean, that's for the main number, the 800 number. Now, if they're calling the desk there directly, then they do roll over to the BD people, depending on whichever BD person is covering that area. Like Corey is out in Defiance or whoever's out, whatever. I don't remember who it was, but I set it up when they started. So
awesome. Okay, that is all I need.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, bye.
Come in 3 warmth levels, so you can choose the right one for whatever cold you're facing. Plus, they make jackets and fleece vests that will keep you warm and comfy all day, every day. With over 40,000 5-star reviews, you know this brand really delivers. Go to heatholders.com and use code WILLCOUNT to get 15% off your order and free shipping with any purchase over $25. Go to heatholders.com and use code WILLCOUNT. That's heatholders.com. Heat Holders keeps you warm, comfortable, and cozy from head to toe. On Fox 1, you can stream your favorite news.
Yeah, for sure. Both my sons had to sacrifice with me being away.
This is the best thing ever. Watch breaking news as it breaks. Breaking tonight following 2 major stories. History in the making. The face, drama, it's all here, baby. Fox 1, we live a lot. Streaming. This Veterans Week, Black Rifle Coffee is doing more than ever before for veterans and their families. We know that they're all in on serving those who've served, and in 2025, that commitment has been louder than ever. ERCC is proudly supporting veteran-focused organizations like Operation Home Front.
I might even take the frickin' tonneau cover off if I can get it off.
And this Veterans Week, Black Rifle Coffee is
Now that I think about it,
Operation
I got tools with me.
Together, they're pledging 100% of profits from their website sales between the 7th and the 11th of November.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm going to.
$5 million in veterans medical debt. When you buy Black Rifle Coffee, you're not just fueling your day, you're backing a brand that puts its money where its mission is. Dryer roast with real firepower, like the battle-tested Just Black, the bold and impressive Kodiak Attack, or the new dark chocolate blend. Need an extra jolt? Crack open Black Rifle Energy, red, white, blue, and hit the gas. Veteran founded, American roasted. This is America's coffee. Find it at Walmart, your local grocery store, your local Black Rifle Coffee shop, or online at blackriflecoffee.com. Tis the season for the #1 gift in golf, Titleist golf balls. The golfers on your list will be thrilled to unwrap a dozen Pro V1, Pro V1X, or Pro V1X Left Dash golf balls because they know Titleist golf balls are the most trusted, best performing in the world. Visit Titleist.com today to learn more. And happy holidays.
I just told the wife to give me a shout when she can. She's at work right now, though, so she may be, if she's with a client, she won't be able to call. But
let's be honest, the idea of learning something new, taking on more risk, or working harder.
I don't know where I'm going to keep that fucking tonneau cover, though.
Trade comes in. Their AI-driven technology enables you to generate income passively without risking capital, wasting your time, or needing years of experience. True Trade has created institutional-grade software, the same type the hedge funds and the big banks use, but now it's available to everyday people like you and me. Here's the best part. They'll even guarantee your trading capital. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars that you can trade with it. I don't know about you, but that kind of funding is life-changing. Looking for a smarter way to make more money? Download their mobile app on Android or iOS, or go to TrueTrade.io right now. That's TRUTRADE.io. That's TRUTRADE.io. Funding accounts are limited, so don't wait. Reserve your funding today. Let technology earn you. See terms. This is Operation Closer Support, the Wilkin Majority's annual Veterans Day fundraiser, giving back to the men and women who have served our nation honorably. The Operation Closer Support broadcast is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee Company, veteran founded, American roasted. This is America's coffee. Now I gotta kind of moment second here before I put some of the other charities back in, and I want to hear a great story from Alma. I have to do this. This year, we opened up our circle of benefactors to anyone that wanted to join through the website. So I've got, how many names here? I think I've got 60 names. So I'm going to start running through some of them. I want to thank Wes Bright of Chattanooga, Tennessee, Michael Morgan of Brawley, California, Jason Briggs of Everson, Pennsylvania, Dave Smith of San Diego, California, Wilson Bali of, Whitman, Mississippi, Keith Spears of York, PA, Jeremy Mitchell from Folkston, Georgia, Michael Layton of Overall, North Carolina, pronouncing that right, Hans Switzer, Ashland City, Tennessee, Charles Wright, Tucson, Arizona, Edward Bowling, Fairchance, Pennsylvania, Glenn Cox from Eden, Oklahoma, Mark Sasker, Lakewood, Colorado, just to name a few. We'll get through this whole list. I want to thank each and every one of you that donated or joined our circle of benefactors, because when you give us our t-shirts, split up, we take more donations. So you seem a little nervous. Don't be nervous. Just talking to us. There's not millions of people out there listening. No pressure. I also want to bring in Boston Purple Hearts and Veterans and Community Housing Coalition. But tell your story. Tell your story.
My name's Elroy Billerman. I'm from the Navajo Nation. It's in my tradition we gotta introduce ourselves to our clientship. I'm Ashian from Kia'ani. My knowledge is Toba who I am. I'm a Navajo man. You know, I grew up on the reservation, Navajo Nation, Window Rock.
Well, she doesn't know yet. Well, I just sent her a message saying that he had found one and for her to give me a shout. She said in about 10 minutes. She's probably with a client right now.
Oh, yeah. I saw that's how you get you started.
Yeah, it is.
But
It's
so
100 miles. I don't know if you heard him, but it's 100 miles away, so they're probably going to go send a porter out.
Come on, dude.
Do a short haul.
Back in the late 80s, the late 1800s, he was a long walk survivor. And yeah, that transitioned to becoming a scout for this.
So he'll go have him get it tomorrow, and it'll be ready Thursday, prepped and everything. If I do get these, I'm probably going to drop them off at the dealership for them to clean it up, to clean them up.
The Wind Talker's accurate. You can say no.
Yeah, in a way, sort of, on a military point of view. But, you know, from hearing the stories from my uncles and the code talkers in our community, yeah, it's pretty accurate. We could go more into detail in the making of the code itself. You know, I think that was
Green light now.
They used
Green light.
Language, and then inside the language was the code, right? How they developed the language.
I held off on the horn.
And my uncle was really proud of that. You know, he hardly talked about it because they were told not to talk about it. But it slowly came out eventually. And my dad would
I'd kind of like to do it too. I'm sure they look at your record though. I think with this recent accident, it may not be something I'd be able to get into though.
He go to Vietnam, but he enlisted in 1970. And through that's where of course, hearing their stories, hearing where they were stationed and stuff like that, I remember as far back as being in junior high, I wanted to join the military. I wanted to continue that tradition because the honor, not only that, the tradition in itself, you know, being a warrior, you know, that's what we're taught as a young man, you know, to protect, to provide, to take care of our clan, our family, wives, our kids. So, and seeing that honor through them and then transitioning, I was destined to go to the military. And as soon as I was old enough, I joined the Army. And I wanted to join the Marines first, but the Marines weren't in a hurry to pick me up. So, and I needed to get out. I needed to get away from the rest. So the Army was quick. And so went into the Army. In 2000, I was stationed in Germany, 2000 to 2003. I was stationed in Brigade 1, 126 Infantry, Blue Spaders. Shout out to the Blue Spaders out there. Got out right before the Iraq War, 2003. Didn't think the Iraq War, I thought Saddam was going to surrender and we weren't going to go into Iraq. And by that point, I was kind of like homesick. I wanted to go home. So I got out, right, 2003. I went home. Then the Iraq War started. And that was really tough. Man.
Yeah, I actually did that the summer after I got out of... Well, right before I was going in the military, I was on delayed entry. I did 1 year of college, and then I went into delayed entry. And that summer, that's what I was doing for Camper World, actually. I was doing that exact same thing. And I was even picked up a couple from the manufacturer and drove them to the dealership. Yeah, till the 17th. So that's next Monday. It's actually my brother's birthday.
Quite a few of us got recalled during that time. A lot of the reserve and National Guard units were being reactivated.
Quartering's coming on. I'm going to turn it over to him.
They recalled us.
Although the wife's going to call me in a minute and interrupt it.
Because I'm infantry, and as infantryman with a dime a dozen. They recalled me in 2006. I went to Iraq. I was out there for 11 months with the National Guard. Shout out to them, all my brothers and that.
Oh, that's ready yet. It's the pre-show. Bullshit. Back on.
And these guys were pretty cool guys, and I think about them a lot. In 2006, November.
Hey, what's up, Mitty?
2 days ago was my live day. It's been 19 years. I got my huge IED in the MRI.
Oh, I didn't see it on YouTube. I didn't see it pop up. Hey, Squirrely. Sorry.
Tough. Definitely tough. Died twice that day.
Sorry, I'm driving and I'm preoccupied trying to find a new vehicle to replace the truck. Actually, I found one that's almost the exact same thing, so it's actually got a few more toys in it. About 1,000 more than what I paid for mine.
Yeah, it was tough. 2.5 years. And 2009 is when I just basically surrendered and said, I'm done.
Good to see you, Brandon.
Literally,
Thanks for popping in.
Talking about suicide and all the things that we talked about today. The dog, suicide, homelessness, I'm just sitting there shaking my head.
I can see you, and we have Veterans Community Housing Coalition and plus Purple Hearts back in studio. You're the reason why you do what you do. This is the reason why you do it. I mean, I could see it was giving you a good feeling to see how these.
Yeah, but I don't have my. It's a rental car, so I don't have my earbuds set up where I have the text. The text.
Guys exactly like you. I mean,
talk.
This is why you do it, right? You were thinking hearing on that microphone. You can just kind of pull that. Yeah, good. It's live radio, but we're not expecting. Yes.
And that was when, an angel.
Well, Olive Garden has specials today, too. I forgot about that.
And Rick was definitely one of them.
Olive Garden's packed.
The time that I was in rehab with
Definitely Veterans Day.
You mentioned Brian Johnson. He's the one that lived with Rick. And from that moment on, man, it was, I can tell a lot of stories about Rick.
Well, thanks for letting us know that you washed your ass.
The veterans in my community and my family in general, the ranching, the opportunities that he's given me, it's just huge. It chills when I was thinking back on 2024.
Oh my gosh.
Forever changed my life. I was, of course, a survivor of Meemore.
It's pretty amazing. I get emotional because,
but obviously,
that's weird.
every time around my life,
Playing both.
Actually served. So, shout out.
We're
to
veterans of internet stuff, but not of legitimate stuff.
Yeah, right. So shout out to real veterans out there. Also in the news, Melanie will be back next week Tuesday, so she's done with all her.
Your balls were stank. Well, I'm glad they're not stank no more.
Camp or outdoor leadership camp?
I feel like we should get. So you guys transitioned me when I went on vacation. I feel like we should come up with something for.
That's the only thing that's a negative about these heated seats.
Where
Your balls get stink quick.
We have to come up with.
They're comfy and it's great for my back.
I believe that she's been sent away.
My back loves it, but
retreat, a leadership camp, because you thought that as her stepdad, she wasn't really stepping up in the way you expected her to. But
that's true.
Maybe she has a different story. Maybe I don't think Melanie would transition. If chat has any leads on what Melanie's been up to, let us know.
Yeah, I definitely need to. I'm just looking at. I was trying to look at practice schedule at the track today. And I guess it's earlier than I expected. Sorry, multitask minute.
Are you going to go for a run? Are you starting your Olympic training? What do you mean the track?
Yes, much in the way that Fat Man does. I am beginning my track experience by standing on a elevated platform and holding a little remote control receiver and driving my little truck around.
Very nice.
So, yep. So I don't know. We'll see how Huck is doing. He had to go back to the vet this morning.
Hush about my puppies.
Which I feel somewhat like, okay, at least we're looking for something, but also it's kind of a bummer because.
Yeah, this is a rental though. It's a Malibu. So.
Is there something specific they're testing for, or is it sort of like
diagnostic? Asked them to do a full panel. Like Lyme disease and everything else like that. He's about the same today. We went outside for a little bit together, but he's still pretty. Right, Papa? Yeah, he's just laying on the floor. And then, at night, he just comes back down to the office and
He doesn't try to stay with you?
No, which is really rare. Like, I'll call him back upstairs and he'll come up, but like,
Is your office like cooler or something? Is he too hot?
I think this is like his den, like his safe space. Like, he's down here, he lays in the corner. He knows, like, he can see everything that's going on. So we'll see how he's doing tomorrow. We're going to continue cutting back some of his other meds. And
back when ringtones were a big thing, I actually had that song as one of my ringtones for a buddy of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
white chocolate.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah. Trying to figure out everything that's going on. Didn't sleep well last night, but hoping I'm gonna try to. There's not a lot going on today, so we can probably end a little early, and then I'll try to take him outside and get him fired up a little bit. And I gotta I have to produce a poop, so he can get a poop sample. But he's not eating, so it's like hard to get. So I'm gonna have to take him around outside and hopefully I can get a poops from him, and then go drop that off.
You guys
so
are
they can test everything.
Very sweet.
Yeah, well, it takes dedication to a urine sample too. Which
I can't imagine you would do that for a dog.
Well, it's pretty much exactly how you would imagine. You stick your hand into the line of fire and with a small collection plate. And
I can never question that you loved him. You know what I mean? That you loved him currently.
Yeah, that's yeah. You get up in there, you get to pee, and I got that. That's easy enough because he pees all the time. But I gotta get that in there and see how he's they're going.
Oh yeah, I love that comment.
I mean, define a lot. You know, I think in the Midwest, pets are like a big thing, so there's a lot of them. You know, like
I've always heard that there's like a national vet shortage, but I've never been able to totally guess if that's true or if that's like specific to like livestock or something else, like large animals.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that there probably is a vet shortage in the Midwest. Like, there's a lot of there's like a long wait unless you're kind of a
big deal on the internet.
No, well, if you're a big spender. Like, I have 5 cats and 3 dogs. Like, they make a lot of money off of me, and I have no problem whatsoever reminding them that when I need to get in. That's like the one thing I'll pull rank. But I never say like on the internet. I'm just like, yo, I spend like $30,000. You know, like
yeah, the internet's not relevant there. You're like paying for your vet's like second house.
Yeah, I'm like, I spend a lot of money. We do every test. We do every whatever, you know. So they generally get me in pretty quick. They've been pretty good about that. But if you're a new customer, you know, a lot of times you might sit for 3-4 days before you get your dog in. So that's suboptimal. But yeah, Melanie will be back on Tuesday, back in the regular schedule. There were a lot of conspiracy theories going on, but she just needed some time to get caught up IRL. I get that.
No, I can do it myself if I can. We'll see if it's worth it or not.
I think they just thought I fired her.
No,
I was just also thinking about
the best part of EstroCast.
One of the issues is
not EstroCast without her.
No, it's just me talking.
Yeah.
One of the issues is that it has a seal that goes along the. I think I'll just get a new tonneau cover. But these mats aren't cheap. The tonneau cover wasn't that expensive. Besides, I think I might want to get a different one for the new truck. Yeah, truck's being replaced.
Like the end of this year,
it totaled out. They're paying it off. I did have gap coverage in my insurance, so they're actually paying me more than the payoff. So I got a little bit to put down on another car. But I'm not going to do that. I secured financing today.
That's just insult to injury. Like, you need a win, and they're really letting you down.
So I started shopping.
Be okay.
Oh wow! I'm just looking at the undercarriage. There's shit hanging down underneath it. Oh wow!
That would be good.
Did not notice that before.
I can make your day better.
But here,
watch a video I'm gonna post today.
I do have not a box liner, but a mat. Here, I'm gonna take you guys out and show you. Yeah, spray-on liners are better, but this came with it. Somebody had ordered this one, and then couldn't wait long enough for it to get finished, so they bought one off a lot. So it's got a lot of custom things on it that aren't necessary, but I kind of want to keep. So here, let me make sure it's unlocked first. Let me unlock it remotely here. I don't have the key anymore, but I do have. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up?
No, just yeah, he found one. It's in Elyria though. So he's good. No, it's 100 miles away, but he's going to send the guy out tomorrow to pick it up. He said it should be ready for me Thursday. So I'm like, that's cool, as long as it's there before I, And then that veterans deal doesn't end until the 19th, which is next Wednesday. So good to go. So I'll get that extra $1,000 off.
What is it, like brand new? Is it
It's
used?
brand new. No, it's brand new. Same color, same everything except
really same color.
You don't like the color?
No.
I like it because it's blue, amazing blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, same color. It doesn't come with the heavy duty floor mats and stuff. So guess where I'm at right now?
Oh.
I'm snagging them bitches out of there. So might as well, I mean, technically it's mine. I mean, I've already signed it over, but they called me this morning to make sure that I came out to get the plates before they came and got it. So I'm thinking they left a message. I'm thinking to myself, well, I already got all that. And then when I was talking to Denny, he's like, yeah, he goes, it's got a couple of more toys and then less of other things. It's still the front wheel drive. It's still, hybrid, blah, blah, blah. He said, but this one's got the 360. So it chirps at you if you were about to back into something, not just the camera, but it has the beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And it has the push button keyless entry as well on it. It's got not just the minor lane assist. It's basically the same as yours, the 360. So it'll be more active about keeping it going straight down the road, which is good. But he said it's like a couple $100 more than the sticker than what it was on mine. I said, well, I'm probably going to get a better rate now that the rates have gone down a little bit. I didn't. The rate isn't determined until the final goes through. Once you got pre-approval, they pre-approve the max, and then once you pick out the car and put in the VIN number, then they tell you what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm going to get the mats. Texas Roadhouse don't open till 3, so I was like, yeah, I might as well run up and get this shit. I was thinking about the tonneau cover too, but I just realized that there's like a seal that I had to put on the front, which I'm not going to be able to pull off. So I want to take the tonneau cover, but there's a mat. There's the floor mats, and then there's the mat in the back too. The bed mat, not the hard liner, but just a rubber mat that was there. He's like, see if you can pull that off there too. So he said I could just drop those off at the dealership, and whenever they clean it up for me, they'll clean those as well and put them in the new one.
Okay.
All right. So that's where I'm at right now. I just pulled up when you called back, so it's good. That's good. I'm streaming, so so I was going to show the guys the condition of it.
Okay.
Right, but I have to hang up with you so I can go in the app and unlock it.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Alliance. But here's something to cheer you up. Here's President Trump calling into the Pat McAfee show of all things.
Yeah.
And
I told her I was streaming. I should have said something. I'm sorry.
Mr. President, have you ever done an hoorah to a bunch of Marines?
Not the kind that I just heard. I just heard a level of professionalism with the way they did it that I don't think anybody can match it, to be honest. It's very impressive.
Mr. President, why don't you drop one? Mr. President, why don't you drop an hoorah real quick?
I will. Hoorah!
Okay, we love everything about that. Mr. President.
I would be so nervous if I were Trump doing that. Like, the hoorah is so important to the Marines.
You did all right.
All right, so let me unlock it. That's what I was in the middle of doing when she calls.
7-year-old man energy. It's good to see. There's a couple of topics I want to talk about today. first of all, there is the kind of this declaration of war by the Latin kings on, which is, of course, this is really dumb on their part, I would think. Like, if you're a gang, like, you don't really want to be poking the bear. They have now issued
All right, let me
targeting federal agents in Chicago.
find the app coming up.
I feel like if you're Chicago,
There it goes.
and
There
you're
it
trying
goes.
to stop, federal troops
Unlock.
from coming in, having an operating gang put out hits on federal employees, probably not going to work out in your favor. I don't see this working out good for them.
I don't get this. Are they supposed to be like the vigilante hero for the
All right, this is unlocked. So,
when they're not slinging drugs.
Windy there? Yeah. Let me take you guys out. I'm gonna run you around it real quick before I grab these mats. Another quick review because Mitty missed it last time. So this is probably the best side, and it's got this along there. So little scuff is there. Guess the hood is popped up a little bit there because of this, and then the whole grill's gone. That light's busted. Scuffed up pretty bad there. So you see this is popped out. Scuff in there. I mean, basically the cosmetics don't look that bad. The tires are in good shape. Tonneau cover, but then the roof. Let me open this. The roof. I thought he said there was a bed mat. There's no bed mat. Unless they took it. Bet you they took it. Huh. Bed mat. But let's get the floor mats. Oof. Huh. Well, there's the part of the grill. But yeah, here's the heavy duty floor mats. Take those. I think there's some in the back seat too. Yep. Yeah, the whole. Oh, that's what he probably meant. The back mat. Okay, yeah, it's 2 pieces. Sure I'm not missing anything. It's the manual. There's a bunch of napkins. That's about it. It's the mail. Bullshit mail. Wow. What the fuck happened here? They took the camera out already. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Wonder who the hell did that. Oh, tool thing there. I gotta grab that. I didn't notice I had this toolkit. It's got precision screwdrivers in it and shit. Alright, let's toss this shit back here. I'm gonna pop my head in there and ask him about the camera.
Michigan Avenue because now you gave them a reason to.
I have to go to National Indian Week. We're suffering here in Chicago because Trump wants you to deport people who are
Right.
violating federal law.
Yeah, it's a very big trunk. I've got everything that was in the back of this truck is in that trunk. I'm gonna pop my head in real quick and ask him about that camera. I think that's weird.
One of the things, about doing the show on Rumble is that I have to talk about more politics than I like to, because it's like, I think people forget that I hate them all. Like, I hate all politicians. I just happen to like Trump. And, even Trump will open his mouth and say some stupid shit. Like, we're going to talk about later today.
I'm going there real quick.
Please do without 600,000 communist Chinese. Shut down? Fucking yes, please.
Be right back.
They absolutely have to have, if a university requires importing spies and communists from foreign countries to survive, then they don't need to survive. And it's just one of those brain dead, Trump moments where it's bro, your base doesn't agree with you. We don't want 600,000 Chinese fucks in this country. Nobody does. And it's somebody says to Jeremy, that's why I like to get my news about politics from you. Yeah. Actually, let's go to that 600,000 Chinamen, because that was here's the interview I'll play. It's 2 minutes. And it's Trump, dude, what are you doing? If there's 600,000 Chinese in this country right now, deport them all. All of them. That'd be a great move. And you open up 600,000 spots. And then it's Trump is all about the economy. You don't have to be an economist to understand what happens here. College tuition is a product mostly of supply and demand that is artificially increased by government subsidies, whether it's through, federal student loan program or other stuff. If you fix the student loan program and you stop artificially increasing demand by importing millions of foreigners every year, then Americans might actually go to college for affordable rate instead of coming out of college. You could fix all of these problems that we talk about. Oh my God, millennials get out of college and they have too much debt. Well, what if college costs $8,000 a year instead of $18,000 a year?
Right.
You could work part-time and pay for school at the same time. And it's all a product of you've talked about before, our federal government needs these student loans. That's a big, yes, it is.
It matters that Joe Biden was I'm going to forgive all kinds of student loans, even though I don't have the legal authority. I'm basically taking this money out of nowhere, pushing the debt more, and then also continue to issue student loans. That should tell you everything you need to know. It keeps you on the hook. It made his, potentially young voters excited. Oh my God.
All right. Yeah, they're actually going to, I think they're going to buy it from the junkyard. They're going to try and salvage it. So that's why I told them, they asked if I had released it. I said, well, I had already done that with the insurance company. And I guess the insurance company hadn't told them yet.
It's extreme wealth. For a lot of countries,
Kai Trump, she's going into professional golf, man. She's a hell of a golfer.
They'll pay the full tuition, which universities are great, thank you so much. We'll have several. And this is a bad system for all the American students who are then competing and also being asked to just
So now this will be perfect timing.
But again,
let's go to Texas Roadhouse.
Joe Biden kept saying, they won't let me, but he kept issuing them, even though we know they're bad for the financial future of young Americans.
And it would be a pretty simple solution. If you're a university that needs
Texas Roadhouse,
why don't you have a university in India? Well, because if they come here in America,
hello. 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 All right.
It's
I don't know why they're ignoring me.
And then Trump's well, what do these universities do? It's I don't care if they burn down. I don't
universities close. People forget that. There are tons of small colleges that either merge with another college or close. Jason Kelsey's wife, Kylie. She gave a mental speech at her own daughter the very last year it was open because it's not
to college schools.
Look, it happens, and I'm sure that's hard for people with emotional attachment. Obviously, it's
spam call.
But if you're a school that can't sustain itself,
Later, Mitty. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. Your chat.
This is not good. Again, I know this artificially continue to raise the price of tuition and just rob American students.
Yeah, there's no incentive to be competitive on price. There's an endless foreign horde of people they can bring in to pretend to be at max capacity. So this was him talking with Laura Ingraham last night.
Not thrilled about this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States. We have about 350,000 Chinese. At one point during COVID, you were going to push them, get them out, but that was pulled back. You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many Americans?
That's a good. I mean, give her credit for. That's like.
Yeah.
That's a hardline question.
Up on something we've talked about, which is like this war over what MAGA means in a post-Donald Trump presidency. Like when he is no longer able to serve, what are MAGA trademark capital M positions? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not this.
And kids
I would
want
think so.
to go to school, and there are places not for them. And these universities are getting rich off Chinese money.
Oh yeah, those. Let me look it up. Heavy duty floor mats for Ford Maverick. Yeah, the ones from Ford, which is where they're from, it's $225. Yeah, $225 for those mats. Yep. So I just saved $225. Why did the sound cut out on the video?
I think it is. I think one of the hard things is there is this belief that what Trump is touching on is like, well, if we have more universities, and maybe I'm misinterpreting why he thinks it's good to have so many, more people can go to them. So therefore, we want to keep lots and lots open. But that doesn't matter. Like you have probably like those tiny liberal arts colleges near you. I knew there were tons of them in New England where I grew up. That cost like $80,000 a year.
Yeah.
And like, if you want to go, I liked college. I liked learning.
I did too. Yeah.
It was, it's not a easily affordable thing. There are sacrifices made for it, and I'm sorry. I think that the college should have to have an incentive to be like, this is why we're better, either price point wise, what we offer, whatever it is. It can't just be like, well, pay the bill and we'll see you on the other side. There has to be more to that, and in that sense, they have to be able to close if they are not operating in a way that draws in students.
Yeah, it's a false equivalency is not the correct. He's not making a fair comparison. He's like, well, if half the university closed, he's implying that something half of Americans. Yeah, it's
it'll be more expensive if they close.
It'll be more expensive, less opportunity. But how about if we got 5 million foreigners out of our college? I mean, 600,000 Chinese. Well, how many from India, Pakistan? All of a sudden, it could be many millions. So maybe we only need half as many universities.
Right.
This idea that we need our universities is part of the reason that this country is so fucked. When I went to college, there was none of this. I went to a state school. I guess what would have been 2000. I went to community college or a satellite school from 2001 to 2003, and then I transferred to a state school. I never saw anything. So that would have been 2003, 2004, 2005 in college, and then I did my master's degree 2006, 2007, and I never saw.
Why the hell is that?
Teacher talking about
alarming.
I never had any teacher talking about,
That's
any of this
weird.
shit. But, maybe if I was not taking,
Yeah, they do.
my degree in accounting, maybe if I was taking more like other, arts classes instead of accounting classes, other stuff instead of business classes, I might have. But these universities, like, I remember after.
I think it may be just a voucher, but we'll see.
Mizzou, or Missouri University, there was like these big articles, and then Evergreen College was another one. There were always articles like, oh my God, Evergreen's going to have to close because parents don't want to send their kids there anymore. If you Google it, or if you search engine it, there are like dozens of articles about like, oh my God, Mizzou closed another dormitory. Oh my God, Evergreen closed another dormitory. It's because parents are like, Mizzou's were famous. You had like that short little white lady who was like, I need some muscle. We need to get this guy out of here. Like, parents are like, I'm not sending my student to this school where this shit is going on. That's capitalism. That's how the system should work. And if Mizzou wants to hire activist teachers who are doing this shit, then they better hope that there's enough leftoids that want to send their kids there.
Right.
There isn't. And this is part of why the problem is persistent.
Right. Or you would need to make your college so affordable. Like if your goal is to get to the students, make your college so affordable that students aren't.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Family help or potentially loans to pay for it. Like you can't have both like crazy expensive. You're not responding to the market, and also you're then like people are angry at some of the stuff that we're doing. It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, all that to say, I know we're going to go with the video. I think the idea that like we should keep many colleges open because that would make it cheaper is obviously incorrect.
Yeah, right. I mean, or that there's an actual demand. The demand is inflated. They're fudging the numbers with foreigners.
Well, and enrollment from Americans is down across the board, except for in
trade schools.
Trade schools are up.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because it's like actually it's not worth it. That long term.
Applebee's is too, but every year their little special meal for veterans gets smaller and smaller. So plus they're packed. I'm hoping a bunch of people already ate and it's not going to be too much of a crowd here. Probably will be, but I'm going to be getting there like 15 minutes before they open. So.
I didn't go to college, but I worked for my college. I worked in the newspaper orientation. I worked with Concord International and new students. And like I will tell you that it's there is so much bureaucracy in college. I mean, famously, there's like a 3-to-1 ratio. There are typically more bureaucrats in the college than there are professors.
Yeah,
students. Like,
yeah.
If we talk about this, the other route we go down this, and I don't think we should right now. What Trump is saying is like sports programs. Like, should you actually have D1 football programs that cost millions attached to colleges if the goal of the college is educational?
If you make money from it, then yes. If not, then no. Right?
Right. Like, it really depends on what you think you're achieving. But, like, the system as is not perfect. And much like DC, the administrative state of higher education has ballooned. So you can't tell me that it's like, they need all these things for the best students. I don't believe you. I know because I worked in one. There is often mismanagement.
I went to Whitewater. We were Division III school. Our team won the football championships every single year when I was there. 3 out of the 4 years I was there. Never went to a game once. Never once. Didn't give a shit about it at all. And there's no way that school is making money with their football program. You're in Division I, yeah, nothing. Like if your games are on TV and stuff like that. But they had a multi-million-dollar football stadium, all that shit. And I, a business student, had to subsidize and had zero fucking interest in it. How about instead of that, every student got a free laptop? That would have been a lot nicer. Or whatever the case is. Like, there's a lot that goes on in these universities that just simply doesn't pay for itself. Why? Because they're all federally subsidized. Because they get to charge triple what they're worth. Because federal student loans are actually what set the prices, essentially, in that demand, they charge whatever the fuck they want. And yes, I went to Whitewater. Yeah, and they have this stuff like if Whitewater had to justify their football program, and they just couldn't financially. There's no way. Nobody went to the games unless you were like a douchebag. You went like if you were a freshman when you were living in the dorms, maybe went to that shit, but like nobody went to that stuff. And you know, and we were a good team. Like we were as good as it got in whatever our division was, you know, in Division 3. And nobody cares.
One of my favorite examples of this, and I remember when I worked at school, I went to SMU in Dallas, and it's a private college. I think this is often true for state schools too, but you were required to live on campus for the first 2 years.
That's how it is. That's how it is here too.
Okay, as a first year student, when you lived on campus, you also had to have the most expensive meal plan.
Yep.
Crazy! You're required to
What a coincidence!
and pay for the most expensive meal plan. Like, I suspect probably that is to help the university and not the student. You know,
Yeah.
like you package it as like, oh, you know,
We're just gonna make sure you get healthy food and that
yeah,
you're,
make
you
sure
know.
you always have accident or whatever. It's adjustment, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, like that is obviously for the benefit of the school. Not like I said, I liked going to classes. I like school generally. I don't think we should get rid of every college ever, but if a college is not thriving, there might be a reason for that. It could be managed better.
Well, you know, also, so the whole reason I went to college my first 2 years at a satellite school, so where I live, there's state school, and then like in Wisconsin, there's like 3 big University of Wisconsin, maybe 4. One in Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, and like Whitewater. There's some like bigger ones like Eau Claire, but Whitewater was pretty big. But Milwaukee, Madison were big ones. UW-Madison, MC, the biggest, and like they had the same rule. So I specifically chose to go to a satellite UW school for my first year. So I'm like, that's stupid. First of all, I want my own apartment so I could smoke weed and like party. But second of all, like I don't want to shower with other dudes. Like I have no interest in dorm life. I dated a girl who was in college, and like I had to like sneak into her dorm and all this stuff. It was the dumbest shit ever. And I was like, I have no interest in that. But when I went to college, they still forced a meal plan on me. They're like, you have to have a meal plan. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't eat at school. I worked at Walmart 26.5 hours a week because that's as many as I legally could, and I brought my lunch with me because I couldn't afford like the meal plan there was like you could eat at the Subway on campus. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like good food. It was expensive, and it was
really
like a racket. Yeah, it was very expensive. It was $9 or $10 for a sandwich, and like I could bring one for $1.50. It was crazy.
I knew a girl at my school who had like a very unusual, rare enzyme processing disorder. Basically, she had to be on a really restricted diet. Like she could eat like literally 3 things. And this initially, she was like, "Okay, so I don't want to pay for the meal plan because I can't eat anything.
Yeah.
Like I can't eat anything anyone else has prepared. Like, I think she made like blueberries and red meat. Like it was crazy."
Yeah.
And the school was like, no, you pay for the meal plan and then you can meet with the nutritionist that all students are allowed to have access to through when they pay for the plan. She's like, no, I have a doctor. Like, I know what my limits are. I don't need to meet with the nutritionist. I need to be able to make my own food. Yeah. And the school gave her a really hard time. I think she had to get like a note from her doctor and then meet with like an on-campus whatever health person. Like, it was so stupid for this very clearly like cut and dry thing. She could not eat food that was mass prepared with potential cross contamination. Like that's just it.
Yeah,
could have gone.
Yeah, which is why the same thing with the dormitories. Like if they didn't have this rule, there would be apartment complexes everywhere that would have to compete for student housing, and they would be awesome. Like
I could be wrong, but University of Texas at Austin, because it's such a big school, I think does have apartment complexes like that because it's just such a big school. I don't remember all the details. I remember one girl talking about it. It was like essentially private dorms, like their apartments. They have like furniture or something when you're first living there. But yeah, it's like a whole economy that could exist in college places if we let them happen.
Well, and the students would get better housing. You would have a whole apartment complexes, I guarantee, that would pop up. That would be like, this is the one where everyone goes and claims. Like they have the pool, they have this, they have that. Then there would be ones that probably like ban smoking and drinking. Like people that want to like have a quiet place to go and not whatever. Like you can have all sorts. Instead, you have to share a room with a stranger, and like it was the craziest shit to me. Like I was working in computer repair at the time, my first years. So every fall, I was basically down at UWM all the time setting up computers for kids whose parents found a computer to go to college. Their room was like as big as my bedroom, and like 2 people lived in it. And I was like, oh, this is fucking awful. And I'm like, and then it's like $8,000 a year to live like that. Like it was like crazy.
Like, this was weird to my like British relatives because in the UK, I don't know if it's true everywhere, but they were like, we all got our own rooms. Like they're not huge. It's not like we got like your own apartment, but like you didn't have to sleep like. You know, in one of my rooms, I could like basically reach over and put my hand on my roommate's bed. Luckily, I knew her. We'd been going to school together for a couple of years. But like, imagine getting randomly assigned to someone that you're like, "Hello, stranger."
And you're 20 years old, 19, 20. Like, I mean, I heard in Whitewater they had dorms, so you had like 8 or 9 guys in like the room, and like inevitably things would happen. Girls would come back, and like it's just like a degenerate way of life. And they like charge to live that way. And it's just, anyway, we'll wrap up the college thing, but like, I didn't have a traditional college experience.
We're supposed to be complaining about foreign students coming around. We're like, this whole system's garbage.
Well, I'll tell you what, in my accounting classes, they were about 2/3 foreigners. Like, fresh off the boat, barely English foreigners. And, you know, that were very clearly there on some sort of scholarship, you know, and like, great, you know, fine, but it got me thinking a lot even back then. I'm like, geez, I wonder if these classes would even be like my wife was she was like a high level chemist. So she was in like some high level chemistry class that had like 3 students in it and a full time professor and lab. And it's like, does this class even need to exist?
Right. I mean, part of it is like, I want to believe in the importance of academia. And like, I think there are people who specialize. I'd probably even grant you that there's maybe a foreign student that like, it could be nice to have them there on scholarship provided they go home.
They never do though.
I guess, but like to a certain extent, like maybe we should start specializing campuses. You know, like I know you're talking about UW's like system. Maybe all of the chemistry students after their sophomore year all go take specialized classes over in whatever campus over there, as opposed to running a full college that does everything all over the place, like little checkered scattered.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was another thing too. Like, all my classes were in the business school building, but when I first year when I was there, I had to take a few.
Wow, this lot's already pretty heavy, and they're not even open yet.
Like everyone does this class.
They've got it
Yeah.
taped off already for people to line up.
I was running everywhere, all over campus. I was like, this isn't efficient. Hold on, hold it down for just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Guys, I'm so sorry to derail from a Trump video into a nice little college tangent. And I hope it's clear. Like, I'm not against academia. I actually love education. I just think so often universities sell like a package and they're like, send your kid here, refinance your house, come to this place, and we will give you.
Well, it looks like they're actually letting people in already, so I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'll go live again later. Peace.
Necessarily enriching their education, and it's not necessarily opening any doors.